This call is being recorded.
All right, good morning. Hey, welcome to the Uplift Breakthrough Leadership Call. This is Coach 100K, helping you make six figures in this industry, guys. And we're excited about this incredible day. I'm telling you right now, expectation. Remember this now, where there is no expectation, there's no need for fulfillment. See? So, in other words, nobody's coming to your rescue if you don't believe that you can first expect that good things are going to happen. And we believe for you that you can break through on this morning. Now, hey, guys, get pen and pad ready because I got an incredible speaker this morning that Breakthrough has. And guys, I'm ready to bring him on board right now. So let's go ahead and get this incredible leader up. I'm telling you right now, this guy here builds big teams fast. I'm telling you, I met him years ago. And because I met him, his teachings and breakthrough philosophies have helped me to enter the millionaire club and several organizations. And so, man, listen, I'm excited. I believe he can, whatever he did for me, he can do it also for you. He has a statement that if you say what I say and do what I do, what happened to me can happen to you too, but it can happen to you even better because he's not the standard. He's not the guy. He's just the guy that knows the guy, that's pointing you toward the guy, that's helping you become the guy. Help us welcome Uplift International trainer as well as Shop Fremont Crown 4, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Breakthrough is breakthrough time. Shark.
Shark. Well, hey, thank you, Coach 100K, empowering 100,000 families to make six figures or more in this industry. Appreciate you. And again, the Queen Shark. And again, as I often say, mentorship is no good unless you have fellowship. So somebody said everything rises and falls on leadership. And I said, yeah, but once you have leadership in place, now it's a switch. And now everything rises and falls on fellowship. Come on, somebody. Because God was the greatest leader, but Adam still didn't follow and messed up. Hello, somebody. So thank you, Coach, for your, again, I love the way you say it. At first you don't succeed, go back and do what your coach told you. So thank you, Coach. All right, real quick, we've got a very special guest going to be coming on. So real quick, it's 5 o'clock in the morning his time. So my friend, I posted on Facebook. I've sent out at least 100 texts. So I need you to send a quick text. You do not listen. You have a friend, if they are available and they miss this call because you didn't tell them, when they find out what the content is like and the passion of this man, they're going to be off the chart upset. I mean, the dean of dynamic results and transformation is coming to us. So let me read our daily attitude adjuster, my friend. Give you a moment to invite some other folks on. And my friend, it's going to be off the chart by the grace of God. Wow. What a great day to be alive. I feel dynamite. I like me. I accept me. I love me. I'm going to have a super fantastic day today because I'm too blessed to be depressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Too glad to be sad. Too anointed to be disappointed. Too elated to be agitated. Too grounded to be confounded. Too gifted to be restricted. Too grateful to be hateful. Too saved not to be getting paid. Circumstances are lining themselves in my favor. I am healthy, physically fit, and intellectually equipped. I have wisdom far beyond my years. I'm an extraordinary person with incredible abilities, which I would use to add value to other people's lives. Knowing that as I empower others to reach their dreams, I will automatically reach my own. I anticipate meeting the person or group of people today who are willing to use their power, wealth, and influence to help me achieve my dreams. All day long, people will go out of their way to bless me. Today, I will add great value to someone's life. I will show compassion to those in need. I will give strength to the weak and inspiration to the weary. Someone needs what I have to offer, and I gladly make myself available. I embrace abundance, and it embraces me. I'm abundant in every good way. I am an abundance magnet. I like money, and it likes me. It is attracted to me, and it comes abundantly from many sources. I circulate God's money wisely because it's a tool to empower those in need. It's also a way of keeping score of how many people's lives are added value to. Money flows freely and frequently from expected and unexpected sources in exchange for the value that I consistently bring to the marketplace. I may have been broke, busted, and even disgusted. But now I declare that I'm rich, growing, and overflowing. My business is booming and checks are zooming. I'm happy on purpose. I'm experiencing great victories, supernatural turnarounds, and miraculous breakthroughs in the midst of great impossibilities. I'm an overcomer. And if my mountain can be removed, I'll develop and practice my mountain climbing skills. I may experience a setback, but setbacks are only setups for comebacks. Setbacks pave the way for comebacks. I make lemonade out of life's lemons. And if life dares to knock me down, I fall on my back realizing that as long as I can look up, by the grace of God, I can get up. I commit to paying for my dreams with preparation and perspiration so I won't have to live with my nightmares of regret. I do not procrastinate because procrastination, well, it leads to devastation. It's the assassination of my destination. Thus, I will act now. I'm a doer. I get results that last. I now release the champion that is inside of me. I'm the leader that multitudes of people are looking for. So I choose to succeed today and every day hereafter. Watch out, world. Here I come. Or I guess we'll say, watch out, world. Here we come. And so, my friend, let's take a deep breath, symbolizing that we're breathing in, receiving this. Breathe in through your nose and then out your mouth. All righty. Well, hey, it's my great privilege to introduce you to Dr. Tamir Qadree. Now, this is the brother like no other. This is the master disaster. Can't say it no faster. He's too strong to be weak, too sweet to be sour. He can't take credit as God and his wife's power. But seriously, he's got a double doctorate in the field of metaphysics. He specializes in metaphysical counseling, self-help, business, mindset, prospecting and closing skills, as well as life communication skills. And listen, mystical research, the power of the mind influences and attraction. So Tamir Qadree, I mean, we met quite a while ago, and I tell you what, it's just been incredible ever since. His trademark name is the Dean of Dynamic Results. So if you're looking to get some dynamic results, you're going to listen, you're going to have something to write on, you're going to have something to write with, but most importantly, you're going to take action on what you hear, what you write down, and then, my friend, I'm sure he'll make something. He's like I am. He doesn't sell things. He just makes things available to those that's serious and want their breakthrough. So without any further to do, PhD Tamir Qadree. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you, and God bless you too. And while you're speaking, for those who don't understand what metaphysics is philosophy. And what you were seeing, the things you were seeing, that was metaphysics. That when you were ripping those I am this and that, man, it's very powerful. It really sent chills up my spine, not down my spine, up my spine. Because always think, hey, let's go up, let's go up. So you've always inspired me as well. But I don't want to come behind you. I mean, I want to come behind that. So I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm taking in what you're saying. I'm saying, who is he talking about? And I mean that for real, because it was so exhilarating to me to hear someone declare what they are, who they are, how their life is going to be. So what most people do, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that they allow circumstances and conditions to dictate what they think and who they are. And what Dr. Stan was saying and what I'm about to talk about is just the opposite. It's the opposite. That's why I said it sent chills up my spine. I didn't say down my spine, because the movement of life is upward. If you're not moving upward and expanding, then you're stagnant. And guess what? There's no life in stagnant water. There are no fish in stagnant water. They're all dead. And today I'd like to talk about, I talked about leadership and to jump on what Dr. Stan was talking about, and the gentleman that introduced Dr. Stan, leadership. And I understand something about life that I learned years ago. Everything we do is based on how we feel. When Dr. Stan was talking about I am this, and I'm consistent, I'm successful, I'm happy, you notice there's a feeling you should have gotten. You should have gotten a feeling. See, everything we do is based on how we feel. You know, if you feel bad, bad things are going to happen. If you feel good, good things happen. So the idea is that you're going to feel regardless, okay? You're going to feel regardless. You have those nerve endings, those definite nerves in your body, those nerve endings, and you get feelings and emotions. You're going to feel something. So why not feel good? Why not feel good? I like to start out talking about leadership and you. And see, I feel good about leadership because I think it's a natural propensity in us to be leaders. And leadership starts with you. It starts with you getting up in the morning, you praying or meditating or brushing your teeth or showering or eating or taking care of your responsibility. Those things are leadership. So we all are leaders. People say that, well, everybody's not a leader. That's not true. Do you tie your own shoes? Do you take your own? Do you feed yourself? Do you brush your own teeth? Do you read your own books? Do you go to your own church? Do you go to your own job? Do you get involved in your network marketing business, your coaching business, your speaking business? Do you do those things? If you do those things, if I have to take your hand, a paper and write, then you are being a leader when you do that. Now, there are different degrees of leadership. I'll tell you how I developed this leadership thing. I got the leadership thing going. I got Dr. Stan probably about almost 15 years ago. About 15 years ago, I believe 15 years ago at a seminar in Texas, and I was flying high, soaring with the eagles that I am on top of the world. My conference called International. I was coaching millionaires. I was coaching entrepreneurs, people in network marketing and sales and doctors and lawyers. Business booming, checks were zooming, book is selling and getting royalty checks in the mail, recording audio, speaking engagements. You had being connected with and endorsed by Jim Rohn, the late great Jim, and the late great Dottie Walters, and Jim Clark. Again, meet Honorable Dr. Stan Harris, Dr. Breakthrough. The brother came and picked me up with one hand and said, ugh. I said, wow, who is this brother? Anyway, I was doing the same things. No, this is 2007. And then the economic so-called meltdown happened. Remember that? That meltdown? That time when people lost their credit loss. You know what I did? I was checks was money was coming in, was feeling good and looking good and smelling good and doing good things. Just being a good brother. But you know, I got a so-called meltdown happen. I had a meltdown and I lost everything. I lived in a beautiful apartment in San Jose. I got a beautiful luxury apartment, my 3 children living with me, and one day it all came crashing down, and I got evicted. I couldn't bear. Nothing could describe the embarrassment, the humiliation I felt, the humiliation I felt of being in that situation. The dynamic results. Where are your prospecting skills now? Get talk you talk. What leadership you're talking about now? Where that esteem you're talking about now? That leadership about fear. That's the big shot. You're back to where you were when you're born in Chicago. The one broke you down stable. Oh, talk one day really underdo when we getting evicted. Let's move to Idaho, where her grandmother lived at. That way I could be safe and get away from the embarrassment of being a celebrity and on the rise and then coming down to being evicted and credit bad and losing even out my website. Just lost everything. Lost books and everything, and I can't even pay the bookman my books out anymore. How humiliating. I went to this little city called Idaho, and we sat there and we and our trials. I went to school and went to University of Metaphysics to try to better myself. And Robert Butler, a good friend of mine, asked me one day, how you doing? I'm okay. Let me know if I can help you. I said, I'll be okay. Thank you. Your voice is helping. Mediocre jobs and doing things here and there, making very little money. However, I was very successful. The little jobs I was doing, the little sales position in the retail stores, I was always top producer in the region. And they would say, like, where did this guy come from? One of the managers said, this guy's different. There's something about that guy. He's not one of us. And I sat there and did what I had to do for my family. Let's fast forward to 5 years later. I said, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time for me to step out and spread my wings. I'm not a sheep in the cow pasture. I'm not a cow in the cow pasture or a sheep. I'm a lion. I'm an eagle. You know who you're talking to? I looked in the mirror and told myself, you know what you're looking at? And I got up and said, let's go. I had a car that did not run well. The car was overheating all year. All year. By the way, I was only making my $8 an hour, by the way. Let me tell you that. Went from making $100,000 a month in 1 month, $25,000 a month to $8,000 an hour. Go figure that out. That would humble you. And so what I did was that car couldn't make it. It kept overheating. Someone said, take me to a radiator specialist. I took the car to a radiator specialist. After a whole year, he said, there's nothing wrong with this car. I said, wait a minute. That car's been overheating. Will it make it to California? He said, there's nothing wrong with this car. I'm an expert. I know my job. I checked everything. This car is not overheating. I put my 2 boys in the car because one of them was in California with my wife. And we drove to California. That car did not break down. When we got there, a friend of mine had promised us a place to stay. When we got there, the place was filthy. It was unlivable. To me, the health department would have shut him down. I was shocked. My mouth dropped. I was horrified. My 12 and 13-year-old sons looked at me and said, Dad, without saying it, I can see him. We can't do this. You can't do this to us. I called my wife to come down from her brother's house, and she picked the 2 boys up. I sat in my car, and I apologized to my sons for that. I was devastated. I have $600 to my name. I get in this car to come out here and just make it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it. And I sat in my car, and I cried. My wife took my boys off, 80 miles away to another city. I sat in my car, and I cried. And she called me on the cell phone and said, pull over. Let's sit down and relax and pray about this. We prayed a prayer. And so I went through that humiliation. I slept in my car that night, and my brother offered me a place to sleep on his couch. He wasn't doing very well, but he had a little studio apartment, very small studio at that. I slept on his sofa, let out chair comforter. Very uncomfortable, but it was better than me sleeping out in the cold. I get up every morning. I got hired by one of the largest security companies in the world as a corporate trainer and a corporate consultant sales. And I'll fast forward. 4 months later, I was the top producer in the largest security company in the country, probably the world. 4 months later. Boy, I started bringing in checks, $5,000 or $6,000 a week, $7,000 a week. You can't make $8 an hour, $7,000 a week at a job. See, people want to pull on a job. Don't pull on no job. A job is not just over broke. A job is just over the bone. A job is a blessing to you, get you where you got to go. And some people need those jobs. They didn't have a job. What hotel do you go to? What car would you rent? What house? Who would build your home? Don't let nobody tell you and pull on somebody's job. They ain't going to pay your rent or your mortgage or buy your food. My upline make $300,000 a month. And how much of that is going to pay your monthly obligations? What are they offer? They're going to buy your groceries. God bless them, and God bless you. So Jerry Clark asked me, Tamir, did you ever think about turning back around when you were homeless out in California without your little safe haven up there in Idaho making $8 an hour? I said, no, I burnt the bridge. And the vice president of that company, I'm not going to advertise for that company, by the way. I'm not giving no advertising. God bless them. The vice president told one of the district regional managers, who is that guy? Where did that man come from? You can't do stuff like that. See, what happened was this. The books I read, the seminars I attended, the things I taught, the prayers I prayed, the I am that I am statements I made, that I'm rich, I'm abundant, those statements were part of me. You see, sometimes you got to go down to come up. You got to be tested on what you have. If all you have is talk, and you have improved your mental, see, life will test you sometimes. So what happened in the meltdown, that was not personal. That was not showing you what you weren't. That was allowing you a chance to test your mental. That was the best time of my life because it showed me that, look, not only what you teach, you can teach about it, but you can actually do it. It was the books, the tapes, the seminars I attended, and what I taught that came through to reverberate and assist me. The leadership that I espouse, I realize the leadership started with me. See, we often undervalue what we are, and we overrate and overvalue our circumstances and conditions. I'll say it again. We undervalue what we really are, and we overrate our circumstances and conditions. Our circumstances and conditions do not control us. They are tools, they are guidelines, they are markers to assist you to become better. Worries and fears are there to tell you to do something. When you fear something, it's telling you to do something. When you worry about something, it's telling you to do something. But what do we do? We focus on worry and fear. I didn't focus on the worry and fear. I focused on what I had to do. Babies out in the street, live with relatives, don't want them there. I went from zero to hero, A1 credit, anything where I want. Fly to where I want to fly, take 5 or 6 vacations per year right now. Taking my 6th vacation in 2 weeks. The other year. So when I vacate the premises. I don't vacate to sit around with popcorn watching football. I vacate the premises. I vacate the location. Now I go to some island somewhere and kick back and join the listen, the breeze of God's great creation. See, so to be successful in life, what does it mean? It means you must learn to lead you, learn to recognize that you are already a leader. Not saying you're going to be a great speaker, a great basketball player, a great engineer. That's particular how you apply your leadership. We have to lead you. We have to be a better you. To be a better you, to be a content you. You see, everyone else is already taken. Have you noticed? I can't be Dr. Span. He's already taken. So I got to be me. I can't be Michael Jordan. I can't be Tony Robbins unless now I got to be me. Come on. They're already taken. They're already taken. I don't want to be there. You see? So that's about choices. I'm choosing to see. I chose to succeed. And now after all those things happened, with having to go back into corporate America and everything, then I started to record my audio books to record it now. I'm being edited right now. My new coaching and speaking program being edited. Sites are being built up. My podcast is coming out called the Dean Cast. I'm offering you to get on the Dean's list before the call. I have a special gift for you guys to get on the Dean's list. It's going to be Dean-tastic around here. There's going to be some stuff jumping off now. When I got in contact with Dr. Stan, Dr. Breaking Through, he not only break boards and everything, 10th degree black belt, only 100 of them in the world. He don't only break boards and everything, he breaks through situations and conditions. That's what I love about that brother. See? So leadership is about choices. People have trouble paying their bills. They're not sorry or lazy or greedy. They need to make more empowering choices and fewer disempowering choices. People will not give or not give because they're stingy or crazy or not. They different choices. They choose not to. So if you change the language, how you talk to people, change what you show them, change what they see, they can change what they be. What you see is to be, what you think about. What you think. What you smell, you'll do well, and you'll swell if it smells good. So we have to understand, we have the obligations. We have to choose to be better. We have to choose to do better. We have to choose to have more discipline. It's a choice. I stop calling people lazy and sorry and crazy. No. Hey, these are learning how do I help this person shift their choices? People don't give. They're choosing not to give. How can I assist them to choose to give or to choose to pay their bills on time? To be like Dr. Tamir Qadree, why you anywhere I want to go. I can fly for free. I can stay in hotels for free now. Because credit, for instance, is all about your name. It's about your name. Back in the day when I was born in Chicago, you give me a credit card, I'm burning it. Oh my God, really? Oh, free money, free money. I was taught the wrong choices. That wasn't free money. I made a choice that gave me a bad reputation with my credit, my name, and it closed the door for the choices and opportunities that I could take advantage of. That's all that was. So I'm talking about making better choices. I'm talking about being a better you. I'm talking about feeling good and smelling good and looking good and saying I'm rich, I'm abundant, I'm opulent, I'm on top. And in all that I am, if that I am then includes the betterment of mankind, assisting others from the heart, it is not a real I am. It is not a real purpose. It is egotistical, maniacal desire to be on top of someone else. I'll say it again. If your purpose, be it a doctor, lawyer, engineer, writer, speaker, or work at UPS, or to be an airline pilot, all of those are noble. If that's your goal and dream to cut grass, and you're the best grass cutter, and that goal does not include assisting in making the lives of others better, it is not a divine goal. So you have to let go of the dross of the inconsistencies and the bad choices so the good choices can arrive. We have to let go of the angels so archangels can come in. We have to be focused and love life enough to appreciate the bounty that is there. You see, I was persistent, ladies and gentlemen, during my little trial when I came out here, when I went through from California, Idaho, went from the top to the bottom. See, I never really went to a bottom. Come on. What I went to a realization that I am that I am, and I'm master of my environment, I'm master of my economy, I'm master of my world. I don't live in the economy they talk about on TV. I live in my own economy. I make my own way, and I communicate with those who feel the same way, and I assist others that want to be assisted and coming up. See, by your own example, you lift others up. Just by the best way to help other people is by your own example, and develop the empowering habits to wipe away the disempowering habits and to do it every single day. See, we want to get it all at one time. We want to get to one home run at one time. Sometimes it's best to get a base hit, base hit, grand slam, bam. 10 points in a basketball game, you don't get it all in one shot. You only get a three-pointer. If you get fouled, you get another shot, that's 4. You got to chip away at that. You got to play some defense. That defense is the thoughts you think, the books you read, the people you hang around, the prayers you make, the sacrifices you make. Those are the little moves you make to chip away at the score, All of a sudden, you go from down 10 to up 25. It becomes a blowout. You be like Jordan wagging your tongue out. Yeah, you know I had to mention Jordan. I'm from Chicago. And I got to mention Jordan. I just, hey, what can I say? It's a good man with determination and drive. Another one of my favorites was Muhammad Ali, symbolized drive and determination and the will to win. And I want to leave you with something. I want to leave you with a quote by Calvin Coolidge. And Calvin Coolidge is one of my favorite quotes. I rarely quote other people. I really do, because I believe in speaking from the heart, from me. Even with a meditation or prayer, I tell people, listen, you want to say what's from your heart. Saying something just on paper, just to say it, not from your heart, without feeling, it's just, you just really wasting air. You're taking up air. Here's a very good quote, and I'm gonna read it to you. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence and determination. See, I was persistent when I had my trial. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men and women with talent. That's true. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Then it says education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts, and we see that everywhere. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Persistence and determination. You think people at Harvard don't have problems? People at Yale? People at Princeton? You think all those people are successful? No, that is not true. You think all doctors are good doctors, all lawyers are good lawyers, all speakers are good speakers? Come on, give me a break. Me and Dr. Stan know that ain't true. Some of them just talking, some of them just talking. They're just good talkers. They really have no substance behind it. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm telling you the universal truth. Folks, it's been an honor and a pleasure and a privilege to be here. I appreciate Dr. Stan for inviting me here. I want to ask you to, if you email me, I have a lot of great things coming up right now, a lot of great projects coming out. My podcast will be out within a couple of weeks. It's called The Dean Cast. But you can join the Dean's list today and get a special gift from me. You can email me at dynamicu, the word dynamic and the word YOU at gmail.com. In other words, the word dynamicu, be a dynamic you, Y-O-U, at gmail.com, and I will send you a special gift, an audio gift with me and Jerry Clark featured on it. Hint, hint, that's all I'll say. And I will add another goodie in there for you. So just email me at dynamicyou at gmail.com. It's dynamicyou at gmail.com. And I will add you to the Dean's List before I start taking free subscriptions, and I will send you a gift. I want you to have a great life, feel good about yourself, and have a dynastic day. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, folks, again, make sure you go Dynamic You. I love that. Dynamic You at gmail.com. Dynamic You at gmail.com. And what do you want them to put in the subject line, Dr. Qadree?
Put in the subject line,
they're gonna
dynastic. I'm put in there dynastic. DEANASTIY, anything like that. Add me to the Dean's List. Add me to the Dean's List.
Podcast, whatever. I heard, whatever. Yes. Hey, I love what you said, man. And again, during those so-called down times, Psalm 66:12 says, "Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads." That wasn't the devil. It says, "Thou." God did it. Like, wait a minute. What? God, why would you allow other people to get above up on top of me? Well, it's not your universe, so don't ask that question now. Just got to live through it. But thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. Then that wasn't enough. Tamir, then it says, we went through fire, about to be burnt up. I was thinking about that as you were speaking. It's like, man, how do I go from this? Now, look at me. I mean, now all these and now I'm being burnt up, but that's not enough. And we went through fire and through water. Now I feel like we're about to drown. And then the word but. I love the word but because it cancels everything else out. But thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place. And folks, everybody on this line, I don't care where you are right now, you are on your way to the wealthy place. But sometimes getting to that wealthy place, you got to, like the Bible says, unless a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it'll bring forth much fruit. So I always tell people, before you get an undeniable breakthrough, you seem to get an overwhelming breakdown, and nobody wants that, my friend. But you can't go from a caterpillar to a butterfly without that cocoon, that dark place, that lonely place, that seemingly impossible to get out of place. And so what true successful people understand is, I may be in this situation, but it's not in me, and I won't be here long. And I'm gonna grow through what I'm going through, so I'll get my breakthrough. But I've been telling y'all for the last, 4 days or so, I heard the powerful statement of a guy who was being sued for $100 million that he didn't have, by the way, $100 million. And everybody, the many of the folks that he had mentored around the country were calling him, well, how are you doing? Man, this is a terrible situation. And he said to them, it doesn't matter how things are. It only matters how I am. Did you get that? It doesn't matter how things are. It only matters how I am. And the I am is always fine. And by the way, the I am is in you. And that's why it says, let the weak say, wow, I am strong. This is so powerful and so practical. And folks, remember, I keep telling you, see, you don't understand. See, you think powerful people, you think the quote unquote successful people, you think they all had a silver spoon in their mouth. You think they all got the breaks. No. They're just like you, my friend. The difference is they persevere. The difference is the story that they told themselves, instead of saying, well, this is it, I'm never going to make it, or I knew this was going to happen, I knew I was really no. You can't buy into that, my friend. And sometimes, like I said, you got to have mentors. And like I told you, one of the worst times I went through, and a guy called me and said, man, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I said, sir, in all due respect, I don't see a light. I don't even see a tunnel. He said, you don't have to. I see it for you. So he said, your faith is low right now. Take my faith and use it. And so like training wheels, I leaned on his faith when it seemed like my mind was gone. And so I thank you so much, Doc. This is just what folks needed. Coach, I know, Coach 100K, I know you got to come out and say something. I know you over there like, wow. Now you know why they call him the Dean of Transformation.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, I'm just full of notes and full of learning. And thank you for your experience. I'm so incredibly blessed by your energy and getting to know you through the eyes and through the meeting here together with Dr. Breakthrough. We look forward to great things together. Man, you are incredible. Thank you so much.
And not only that, folks, some of you, now listen carefully. It's 5 o'clock in the morning his time when he got on this call. And thank God we got some other folks. This man, he made a sacrifice to speak to you, to pour into you. And so I want you again, dynamicu@gmail.com, dynamicu. If you didn't know it, he's going to, Dr. Tamir is helping you understand you are dynamic. As a matter of fact, you're a masterpiece for 2 reasons. 1, because you're a piece of the master, but 2, because you're a product of the master. Come on, somebody.
Come on with it.
So, hey, real quick, let's we're going to unmute the lines here in just a minute, but if you've got a quick question, if somebody's got a quick question for Dr. Tamir Qadree, star, coach, I think that'll unmute the line, right? So if you've got a quick question that you think.
Star. Mm-hmm.
Okay, star. Let's do that just real quick, and then we're going to unmute the lines and let you show some appreciation. But I don't know about you. I was blessed this morning. Oh, my goodness. And when he was telling this story, I was like feeling it, living it with it. It was like, wow. And now to see. And so I'm telling you, my friend, it's just incredible. So your best is yet to come. Just keep on keeping on. And I know business right now for you, when I say business is booming and checks is in, you're like, well, not for me. No. You got to be like Muhammad Ali. I said I was the greatest. Everybody heard that part. That ain't even the important part. That ain't nothing really. Here's the real quote, and nobody listens, talks about this. He said, I said I was the greatest a long time before I even see it. Come on, somebody. All right. Anybody got a quick question? Anybody got a question? For our special guest speaker, I'm telling you, this has been rich. This has been good. Anybody at all before we unmute the lines? So don't say it, because I know I get texts sometimes. Oh, I wish I could have. You to open up the lines, okay? So I'm doing it now. Star. If you got a quick question, star. Anybody? The Bible says, counsel in the heart of man is like a deep well, but a man of understanding will draw it out. So you got to learn to ask questions of people that will help draw out those powerful nuggets. And he already gave some, but there's some more, a whole lot more in there. And if you want some, you can pull it out. So who's got a quick question? Anybody? Before we, all right. So let me ask the question. So Doc, during that time, what was your mindset? What do you think? What's the thing that really got you through that time? Because there's some folks going through that. Like I said, you went through it, you are going through it now, or you're going to go through it. So what's some of the key things that helped to get your breakthrough to go through that? You spoke on it, but just
Well, that's a very good question. Some of the things that helped me get through that was the books I read, the things I taught, the leaders I listened to, the people that I mentored, that mentored me, and the ability to know that I had already been there, and by being there, you've been there already. It's like being down in the game.
What I'm
saying, down by 10. Well, you've been there before, so you know the persevere.
Hold on 1 second. Somebody's got background noise. Great. Hold on a second. Wait 1 second. I think somebody unmuted themselves. If you could just have mute on your phone until he's done answering that, then if you have a question, you can answer that. Okay? So whoever unmuted yourself, please just put your mute on for a second. Go ahead, Doc. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So allow myself to be in that space. See, what got me was those books you read, these calls you listen to, and those things you do. It's like putting gas in your car. It's going to be there when you need it. That's what saved me. That's what got me. Here's the really good part about it. I hope I really hit on this. I'm so happy today for this reason. I know that I'm not a theorist. I actually do it. I can do what I teach. I knew it before, but sometimes you forget. And those things come haunt you and you forget. And I looked in the mirror and said, do you know who you are? So if you put the gas in the car in the morning and don't go anywhere, it's going to be there. So putting the prayers and the books and the studies in and actually doing the work and failing over and over again, you know. That's what, it's called faith. Faith is really, it's called faith. That's what, a lot of people don't have that. That's what it's called. That's really what it is. It's faith. Knowing, oh, I'm going to answer what it is. I'm going to overcome this. That's the difference between talking the talk and just talking the talk and coaching people and mentoring people and actually living through it, knowing you have something that does work. You ain't guessing. That's it, if I answer the question.
Wow. Wow. That's powerful. I was meditating earlier this morning. The Bible talks about Moses. It said he endured by seeing him who is invisible. He's just walking with God. And so thank you. So folks, go to dynamicu@gmail.com. Tell your friends, by the way, so man, just go to email dynamicu@gmail.com and say, put me on your podcast, put me on your list, send me the gift, and spread the news. Good news. dynamicu@gmail.com.